Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next segment. In this segment, we'll talk about Mandala 4, the mandala of cooperation, balance, and divine order. Mandala 4 of the Rig Veda deepens the spiritual journey by introducing a profound theme, the cooperation of divine forces. After the rising light of Mandala 3, Mandala 4 invites us into a world where strength, law, healing, energy, and purity work together in harmony. This mandala is traditionally attributed to sage Vamadeva, a poet seer known for his contemplative depth and his ability to see subtle connections between different aspects of nature and the human mind. Mandala 4 carries a gentle intelligence, a clear understanding that the universe is not ruled by a single force but by a balance of many principles. Let us explore this mandala. Agni, the fire of transformation and insight. The familiar presence returns, Agni. But Agni in Mandala 4 is not merely the fire of aspiration or guidance. Here, Agni becomes the transformer, the purifier of impurities, the light that reveals hidden truths. The hymns describe Agni as the seer among the gods, the interpreter of divine will, the one who travels between the worlds, and the flame that refines both matter and mind. In this mandala, Agni symbolizes the inner capacity to understand, interpret, and transform. He teaches that true spiritual growth comes not just from devotion but from insight, the ability to see things clearly, to refine own thoughts, and to rise above ignorance. Agni in this mandala is the spiritual intellect, bright, discerning, and illuminating. Indra, strength balanced by understanding. Indra's presence in Mandala 4 is powerful yet disciplined. He is praised for his victories, but the hymns also emphasize a deeper idea. Strength must be guided by understanding. Indra represents decisive action, the ability to break obstacles, the capacity to protect what is righteous. But Mandala 4 gently reminds the listener that the power without balance leads to imbalance. Therefore, Indra is paired with other deities who provide harmony and refinement. Indra's thunderbolt is a symbol of divine might, but it's powerful only when it is wielded with wisdom. In this mandala, Indra teaches that every force in life, whether it's ambition, courage, or drive, must be paired with inner clarity and moral grounding. Varuna and Mitra, cosmic law and compassionate order. One of the most beautiful aspects of Mandala 4 is the strong presence of Varuna and Mitra. Varuna, the lord of cosmic law and moral clarity, and Mitra, the embodiment of harmony, friendship, and compassion. Together, they form the dual guardians of truth and balance. Their hymns carry a profound message that the universe is held together not by force alone, but by rhythm, law, mutual respect, and fairness. Varuna represents truth, responsibility, self-reflection, the understanding that actions have consequences. Mitra represents kindness, cooperation, unity, and the gentle bond that holds the society together. When the ancient seers invoked these two together, they were invoking a complete moral balance: law with compassion, justice with mercy, and strength with gentleness. Mandala 4 suggests that spirituality is not only about power or even illumination. It's also about living harmoniously with others, with nature, and with truth. The Ashvins, the divine physicians and rescuers. In Mandala 4, the Ashvins reappear as healers and rescuers, but with a new dimension. They're described not only as physical healers, but as restorers of dignity, vitality, and hope. They rescue those who fall, uplift who despair, and heal those who have faded in their courage. The Ashwins in this mandala represent the healing that comes from balance, the rejuvenation that follows confusion, and the divine grace that meets sincerity. Their presence in this mandala reinforces a truth. When we walk in balance and live with integrity, healing arrives naturally. The Ashwins are the reminder that the universe responds to sincerity with support and restoration. Soma, the inner joy of alignment. Soma is also invoked in Mandala 4 as the bringer of inspiration, clarity, and joy. But here, Soma is not described as mere ecstasy. Instead, Soma becomes the bliss of alignment, the natural joy that arises when one's thoughts, actions, and intentions are in harmony. This is a subtle but profound teaching that spiritual joy does not come from external stimulation, but from inner balance. When the inner world is aligned, joy flows effortlessly. Soma in Mandala 4 represents a state of being where clarity, truth, compassion, discipline, and insight all work together to create a serene, luminous consciousness. The tone of Mandala 4 is about cooperation and balance. The remarkable feature of this mandala is its emphasis on cooperation among deities. Agni brings insight, Indra brings strength, Varuna brings discipline and law, Mitra brings warmth and compassion, the Ashwins bring healing, and Soma brings joy. Each force has its place, its role, and its unique contribution. No single deity dominates this mandala. Instead, the seers show us that life thrives when forces complement each other. Just as the body needs all organs, or the society needs all roles, and nature that thrives through balance. Mandala 4 teaches us that the path to spiritual growth is not a one-dimensional pursuit. It's a tapestry woven from discipline and compassion, courage and calmness, effort and openness, and action and reflection. When these qualities cooperate, the inner world becomes harmonious. So, the essence of Mandala 4 is balance, which is described as balance between strength and softness, balance between justice and mercy, balance between intellect and intuition, and balance between effort and surrender. Together, they show us that the universe is sustained not by one force, but by the graceful cooperation of many. Now, in the next video, we will walk into Mandala 5, a mandala filled with rhythm, healing, vitality, and gentle intelligence of nature. Thank you so much. Jai Jagannath.